Hello, everybody. Um, I would like to talk about the Orrin and Orson West case. Um, it's been past 100 days. The boys haven't been found. No suspects have been arrested. Um, from the very beginning, the adoptive parents have never been ruled out. They never have been. That interview was basically bullshit. I mean, they just practiced it, which is really sad. I don't even think they love those kids. I mean, Trizel's eyes look pretty much dead. Uh, didn't help that, so many innocent, people have been accused of this and that. I mean, boots on the ground. None of them are tweakers. And people really gotta stop saying, oh, the Bio family did this, the Bio family. Leave the Bio family out of your mouths. Leave them alone. They've been searching. And people are saying, where's the Bio mom? Where's the Bio mom? She's been looking herself, probably in her own private time. The reason why she doesn't come out is because people accuse her of things that she's never done. And people keep saying this misinformation that she gave her kids up for adoption. No. No, the thing was, she was at work and the eldest was at a babysitter's house. And it was a fracture. It was accidental. It happens. When you're babysitting other children, yeah, children can get a little rough. It was an accident. But I think the reason why they removed both her kids was because of her marijuana use. Medical marijuana, which was prescribed by her doctor for her chronic pain that she's dealing with. I don't get how anyone could accuse her of not doing everything in her power to get her kids back. She did everything. The only thing she couldn't do was treatment program. That's the only setback. But the judge didn't want to hear it. This is why we need to defund ASFA. We need a better child protective agency that doesn't take kids because of lies or because they're using marijuana. Marijuana is a medicinal drug. It can be used for so many different things, not just getting high. It could be used for pain relief, nausea, anything. This case has pretty much pissed a lot of people off of how the adopted parents have been acting. Because of COVID, he doesn't let kids play on the dirt. Even Ryan Deed's father tried to get custody of the boys, temporary custody. He was approved, but it was too late. To me, I think Wanda West knew someone that could fast track the adoption. You do not do that. And there's another thing I would like to talk about is the Steve Wilkos show. There's been a lot of people, well, not a lot, but a couple people I've seen come forward and say that the lie detector tests are basically bullshit. Yes, some of the people on the show, I could tell they are guilty, but an episode I watched, where 3 people were accused of child abuse, and it's where 2 people failed and 1 person First of all, lie detector tests aren't always 100%. It's like you think you believe in lie detector tests, but it comes out that you didn't tell the truth. How are you supposed to react? In shock, yes. She was crying. She wasn't crying because she got caught. She was crying because she didn't do this. It could have been a freak accident. This is why shows like this, it's like they exploit people's problems. And basically do this crazy shit. I looked up to Steve Wilkos, but I'm very disappointed. I mean, he yells at people, he basically he interrupts people, like the Arabella Parker story. Yeah, the mother could have done more, but her boyfriend was like this monster, you don't understand what abuse does. And he has no business telling people, oh, you shouldn't let this person around your kids. Lie detector tests are BS. That's why the creator of the lie detector test felt guilty of creating it, because so many innocent people go to prison, so many guilty people walk free. This is why lie detector tests are bull. There should be a disclaimer if anyone had like surgery or have conditions, anything. Consult your doctor and ask them, hey, I'm going on the Steve Wilkos show. Should I take the lie detector test? Just to make sure. I mean, when you're nervous it can make you come out deceptive. It's a false negative. It's a flip of a coin. Like a woman almost took her own life because of it. Dan and Steve should apologize to her. Like he says, I hope your kids be taken away. She still has custody of her kids. The father has visitation rights, but she still has custody. So who are you saying that, oh, I hope you never see your kids again? Yeah, some hero, and he keeps saying, oh, it's like if someone's a former Marine, just because you're a former Marine doesn't make you a decent person. I mean, this woman, there was another case where this woman's father was never there for her. I think it was a stepfather. I'm not quite sure if it's true or not. Either or. She was 16. She was in a relationship with, I don't know how old he was, but she basically screamed out for help, and he didn't help her. Basically abandoned her. I mean, she's taken responsibility of her actions. I mean, what actions? She didn't know her kids were being abused by the person she was with. When she found out, she left the guy. And now her father's saying that the kids don't want anything to do with her. Really? Because did the kids say that? Because you can't just put words in a kid's mouth. That's parental alienation. You don't do that to your grandkids or step grandkids. That's not your job. Your job is to help reunify. This is why when one parent has no idea that the person who's abusing their children is the person they're with, and they always put the blame on that parent. It's sick. CPS does it all the time. And then these anti-CPS groups. I mean, it's not anti-CPS, but these for CPS groups, like Kent Hovind's worst nightmare. They talk about parents like Susie Theodoro and Peter, Danielle and Christian Holm, and Arlene and Willis. These are people that have done nothing but love their kids. Arlena never starved her son. The hospital did that. That hospital has done so many crazy crap. That damn money clause. It gives them an incentive, like maybe of $100. Like if a kid comes with accidental injuries, you just make up a story and say it's abuse. I mean, there was an episode of Steve Wilkos where this one woman, I guess she failed her test, and she was accused of breaking her son's leg. But I don't think she did that. I think the guy who was, I know he passed, but it doesn't really matter. He smirked. He just had this smart ass look on his face. That proves to me that he's like, I beat this test. I passed. It's like he probably is abusive. He abused her. And that guy who was with her was probably her boyfriend. He seems like a nice guy. He was comforting her. That's what good partners do. And then this woman was like, there was another woman who was accused of knowing about the abuse. She probably didn't know. She didn't know anything. I know her mother was there and she comforted her. Probably because she knows her daughter wouldn't lie. He put a baby wipe in his daughter's mouth. It's like his face was like basically the only thing he did was slam a chair. That proves he's violent. Steve's a big fat bully. You think you know a person, but trust me, people think, oh, he's this. He's not a hero. Neither is Dan. It's like you rely on these stupid machines. But when you know some person is guilty, like this guy Bobby, he sexually abused his daughter and gave her an STD. At least it's like he looked like Potato Face or something. He looked like a child molester in my eyes. He was accused 3 other times, or was it twice, by other people, probably his own kids or just random children he was around. Trust me, I would never take a lie detector test. Even if someone paid me $1 million, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't risk someone accusing me of something I didn't even do when I take a lie detector test, and I'm nervous as all hell. And then it comes out I didn't tell the truth. I'm humiliated on national television. Even though there's no audience, on the TVs, yes, and I probably would feel stupid. To me, I think that show should be shut down because so many people's lives have been destroyed and ruined because of that. No more lies saying that the lie detector test is all this and that. Put a disclaimer. Tell the truth and stop basing, oh, this and that on certain tests. Thank you guys for watching.